Okay, guys, today I'm just going to talk about bulldozers, but this is not the one that we're going to talk about, but we're going to talk about the bulldozer that has armored all over it before the year of 2024. So it's been about 20 years since the Killdozer rampage in Granby, Colorado on June 4th, 2004 by a 50-year-old man named Marvin Heemeyer. So, Whistling Diesel bought a d355a from another owner, and he was building a new Killdozer as the one that was before, just like the old one from the past. But I don't even seem to like it. But I'm gonna show you the one on the screen. You could see there, but this one's got the original cab with an enclosed cab on it. The one that Marvin had a same cab that's got armored all over its body in the back of a rear or in the front of the machine. But I'm not a big fan of d355As, but they're definitely too big for my farm property, because it's not a farm, it's a land, but it's too big for my mom's land, and I just had 3 acres. I had 3 acres of land on this property, and that thing is definitely way too big for that what I was going to use for. But I don't like the armored over that dozer after what happened into the past. But he got it stuck into the Gamble store, where the engine is overheating from right there, where the white smoke was coming out, because the radiator got damaged for a few hours and there was fuel leaking out of the back. Hydraulic fluids, hydraulic lines, including the fuel from the back of the machine. But that's where he modified as a killdozer from 1.5 years in 2004, because he was gone crazy. But I talked to my dad about it when I was 11 years old, and he told me about that man, why he was crazy. But you could see, but that machine had one giant ripper on its back, but Cody's bulldozer had 2 giant rippers at the back. But they were about the same machines, but the A means the A is the same. But there are a bunch of people that still continue to use these dozers for work, and some people that hate them. But I don't really like those bulldozers with that armored all over it like that, because that makes me sick seeing that thing looking like that. But I don't know if you guys think if it's illegal to put that stuff on them bulldozers today. If you guys think if that was a felony and illegal to do that stuff, just let me know in the comments. But if you go to Whistling Diesel's channel, if you go to his channel, if you click on it, on his channel, you will see that d355a at the background when he was doing some mining stuff on his property. He was from Tennessee, and I'm in West Virginia, but that's where I live. But I just don't like being sometime in Tennessee, because I just don't even feel like it. But there was a construction theme park in Tennessee, but that's got all the equipment I can play on. But I don't think Whistling Diesel's ever gonna let anybody to play on his stuff, which he doesn't know any people who watch his channel, including me. So I did decide to change my mind to not to go over there and see it, because it's already too late now, because he's got the cab all armored up, and the only thing he's going to get done is the front of the engine. But he didn't put these at the back of a ripper, but I'd say that thing was looking awful. But the original Killdozer had one giant ripper in the back, like I mentioned earlier. But these bulldozers, including the Caterpillar, had two. Some of these dozers had two giant rippers at the back, which is a lot better to raise it off the ground. But doing it with one ripper was definitely going to be a lot harder to do that. But I'll go ahead and show you the D9H. And here's the D9H that's got one giant ripper in the middle. But that's not like Marvin Heemeyer's, but the one that Marvin had was a D355a Komatsu. But Komatsu still makes their modern bulldozers today. But that's why they stopped making these dozers, because those dozers are junk. But to me, I don't like those D355As with the armored all over it. But if you go through the internet pictures, if you go through the inside of the machine by the camera, but you could see the hour meter on this dozer, but I'm not sure how many hours that thing's got on the hour meter. But I'd say that thing's got about 13,000.1 hours on it. And he bought it from a local auction in California, because that's where Marvin's bulldozer came from. And he had it delivered to his house in Granby, which it cost about $16,000 to deliver a piece of equipment. But luckily the scrapyard company finally scrapped that dozer to make a lot of money to rebuild the town. The Rampage caused about $7 billion of property damage. But and when that dozer quit, and Marvin killed himself after when that thing just quit. And that's the reason why the company had bought two bulldozers out to pull that thing out and use a front end loader to get it onto the trailer, so that way they can haul it away. And there are the same dozers, but they are the same machines, but they could be different years. I'm not sure which year model these things are, but they could be a different year model. But there was a 74 model, and some of them are 85, and some of them are from the 90s. But you could definitely see that the dozer that Marvin had, which he bought it used, where the paint was still on that dozer, half brand new. But you could definitely see there's still a little bit of paint all over the body on the machine from all over the armored. But that's where you could see there's a lot of scratches where the paint on the tracks are peeling off. And I'm a huge fan of the Caterpillar bulldozers, because they have a lot more horsepower than the D355As. But I like the Cat d7gs, which is they are a lot better than that D355A bulldozer, which Marvin had. But that little guy is way a lot better than that giant bulldozer. But that little fella was definitely way a lot better than the giant bulldozers. But I might be going for one which it has a winch in the back so that I can pull trees with it. Because I don't want the one that's got rippers on the back. And I'm only used to the Komatsu excavators, which I love their excavators they made. Those Komatsu's excavators are a lot more fun and a lot better. I did ran the PC 300s during that time when I was 14 years old, back in 2014, before middle school starts in summer. I was at a construction site with my dad, with Jamie and them, during that time. And now my dad's working with another construction company now, which he's running the Cat D9 bulldozers again from now on. And it's not that one that he operates, but I'll show you the one that he told me to get on and look up. But these are the dozers that my dad operate again. But these are the one largest bulldozers that my dad likes running. But he likes the high tracks a lot better than those dozers that's got standard tracks on those machines. But he said these things are a lot more better, where they got more traction and more speed. And that's the reason why he likes the high tracks a lot better. And I really like this bulldozer because that thing is a lot small. It is a small bulldozer. Let's Dig 18 had one of these dozers. You can go check him out. If you go YouTube search up Let's Dig 18 Cat d7g, you will find his profile about his machine when he got it from probably about, I'm not sure how long did he had it. And I watched his videos a long time ago when I was a kid, when I first moved here in 2008. And that's the reason why I got into the construction equipment in my whole entire life. I was going to be operating the machineries, but I was too little to operate it. I almost started crying, but luckily I didn't, because I always wanted to operate one. But nowadays, I did get older where I can operate the construction equipment. But there are some people that don't want me to operate their stuff because nobody wants me to operate their crap. So that's the reason why I want to get one for myself. It may take me a lot of years, to find one, but the only excavator I'm going to get is a mid-size mini excavator. Mid-size mini excavator, kind of like an IHI, N55, or the other brands. But it doesn't matter which ones I get. But if I came across to an IHI N55, I'm gonna go with that excavator and put a bigger bucket on it and add me a thumb onto it. And that's gonna be my primary excavator for doing work on the farm, on my land around here. But I will definitely do some type of projects like fixing my driveway and stuff and pushing trees down with them. But these things are going to be my very first excavator I want to have. One of my cousins had that excavator when I was a kid. I went for a ride on that excavator a lot of times, and I really like it. And he sold it a bunch of years ago, but I really wish he wouldn't sold it, because I would have definitely be the one to have it. But it was definitely a little bit too much money. But it's a very good sized machine, but I really like it. But it's got a blade in the front where it's got lawn, boom, and lawn stick. Just like a other excavator right beside it. And I did ran the Komatsu PC490 from 2 years ago. And I did ran an excavator, which is a Kubota, at my dad's work site during that time. I was mixing a lot of mud around on the dirt, and he was doing the same thing on the PC490. And I was running it myself, and I was having a lot of fun with it on that excavator. And I done a very good job getting used to it, but I got a lot better at when the machines are at full throttle. I went real easy on them, and I finally got used to the controls without jerking around and bouncing all over the place. And I finally got used to them. But since now I had a tractor for my property, I got a Kubota B5200, which I'll go ahead and show you that. But my dad actually bought it. My dad actually found it for me. I always kind of wanted to have one for this land. But this is the one that you saw on on my commentary on my YouTube. He's going to take this belly mower off and replace it with a finish mower at the back. And a bush hog at the back for it too. And it may take about next year for it to come here, but I always wanted it out here so I can use it for mowing my grass on this property. But it's got 2-wheel drive. It's not designed for cutting large brush. It's only designed for cutting small brush right by my sewer plant, right by where the little trees are at, where I was cutting them with pole saw. Because that's where I'm going to keep using it for. And using the finish mower to cutting all my grass. But anyway, guys, if you guys think this looks awful with an armored plate all over the dozer, let me know in the comments if y'all agree with me, if these things are not worth to have armored all over the machine. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me on this one on this video. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll give you some more updates on the Husqvarna 455 Rancher when the paint is more completely dry a couple days, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.